ROFFS update of the ocean conditions using satellite sea surface temperature and chlorophyll data from the weekend of November 5th through 6th, 2023. Overall, we continue to observe cooling conditions with the Gulf Stream at approximately 84, extending through the Florida Straits, and slowly cooling to approximately 82 degrees as it extends past North Carolina. Looking to the south off of the Keys, we did have some clouds block our view, but we were able to see the area with some chlorophyll data that we will go over later. Looking north, relatively featureless along South Florida, but again, we'll look at the chlorophyll data, which is a little bit easier to suss out what's going on down there. But to the north, we can see here off of the Sebastian area, an eddy circulating some favorable Gulf Stream water inshore, as well as a little bit further north here off of the Cape Canaveral area. Another small eddy here off of the St. Augustine area, as well as some rotations here off of the Jacksonville area. Looking north off of the Charleston to Georgetown area, we can see an eddy through here, circulating some nice water inshore, a smaller one getting pushed offshore here due to a relatively large eddy that is extending through the Cape Fear to Georgetown area. These conditions, when there is that nice Gulf Stream water pushing inshore, certainly indicate this time of year particularly some blackfin, wahoo, and sailfish, as that nice cleaner blue water is pushing in along the 20 to 50 fathom range. To the north, we can see what appears to be a relatively long eddy here off of the Cape Lookout to Cape Fear area. A nice rotation here along the Gulf Stream, just north of Cape Lookout, and then relatively stable conditions here extending north past Cape Hatteras. Looking at the associated chlorophyll data, down at the Keys, as previously mentioned, we can see a relatively large eddy here, circulating some Gulf Stream water inshore. We'll zoom in here a little bit. It appears there is at least one small eddy here off of Key Largo, relatively stable conditions with some nice blue water inshore off of South Florida. And then this eddy here off of the Stewart area, as well as some nice water inshore here off of Cape Canaveral. A relatively large circulation here off of the St. Augustine and Jacksonville area. To the north, we can see this nice filament of cooler but cleaner blended water that certainly indicate some nice wahoo action in the area with that cleaner water. And good temperature ranges between the lower 70s to lower 80s. In here we can see this nice Gulf Stream eddy that looks like it's pushing in over the 100 fathom line or so. And then again, we can see the Gulf Stream kind of kick out to the east here due to this relatively large eddy, circulating some nice water inshore along the Cape Fear to Georgetown area. Again, we can see this cooler water inshore here, certainly indicating some blackfin, sailfish, wahoo, over good bottom, in the 20 to 50 fathom range. This little rotation through here, a nice eddy circulating some water well inshore between Cape Lookout and Cape Hatteras along Raleigh Bay, and then relatively stable conditions north of Hatteras. Overall, recent reports have certainly indicated the shift over to more fall wintertime conditions is starting to occur with the cooler water temperatures inshore. We've had good reports of wahoo fishing starting to occur along South Carolina and North Carolina, and certainly those will start to extend down to Florida as well as the cooler temperatures start coming into the area. Of course, the full moon certainly helps. That's going to be coming up right around Thanksgiving, I think the 28th. So definitely keep that in mind. And then sailfish, wintertime sailfish has certainly started with good reports again. Earlier off of the Carolinas with a tailing conditions with the northeast winds, certainly helping to create good conditions for sailfish. With that, we are also going to offer a preseason plan again this year. So you can order a preseason plan for Florida areas for wahoo and sailfish specifically is what we run the sale for. That offers a significant discount for basically pre-ordering ahead of time. You can call for that discount at 321-723-5759, or just for an analysis for your area, the most recent analysis for your area. Again, call that number, or you can reach us at the website, www.roffs.com. And then if you have any other questions via email, is fishing@roffs.com. With that, thank you very much. Tight lines.